Welcome back to my channel. I go by the name of Khanya Dunjana, your favorite baby. When you're struggling emotionally, you sort of kind of feel ashamed, embarrassed, um, because you are so worried about the pregnancy. Okay, what is gonna happen after the pregnancy? And a lot of times people always say, "I'll fall pregnant when I'm financially stable." When I'm financially stable, I'm gonna have 2 or 3 kids, 11 kids, 10 kids, and kudos to you. But I feel like we shouldn't forget that it's not just about finance. Finance anyway is there. It's the center of it all because kaloku if I mean, but you have to be fit emotionally as well, and that's not the chat that's been happening. It's just finance, but hey, you know, financially stable, let's do this. And the thing is, because we are being sold this idea of it's cute, you get your bump, your baby bump, you walk around the mall and everyone's like, oh, so cute. And I don't know, your partner is just like rubbing on your tummy and you just like, Lord, this is all happening and it's cute. You planning pregnancy shoots, your announcement, and everything is just so glorified. But people don't talk about when you lie awake at night and you're like, how am I gonna fend for this kid? When you lie awake at night and you're like, am I strong enough? Can I be a mother to an entire human being? People don't talk about when you lie awake at night and you're like, what am I going to do after I give birth? And you're like, what's the first step? Is he or she going to like me? All those things. And you go onto my Instagram and Facebook and you're just like, okay, so this is what you do. This is aesthetically pleasing and it's sad. That's one of the, it starts when you start overthinking but what's gonna happen after. Mind you, you haven't even given birth yet, guys. You're just like thinking about that already, and that's what was happening to me a lot. And now you're starting not to bond with the kid and you're like, when am I gonna bond? People usually say, but the first 3 months already, you're out here, and you in love and you bringing an entire human being into this earth. You are strong man. And I had none of those feelings. None. It was like, okay, there's someone growing in me, but we're not connecting, And it was month 3, month 4, month 5. And I'm like, is something wrong with me? Now what kicks in, but Ndim, it's not the baby, it's me. I'm a terrible mother because I don't like my child. I'm supposed to like this child, but nothing is happening. Even if he kicks, it's just like it's uncomfortable. But he just kicked, And people that found out that I was pregnant already gay, oh my gosh, Chomi, you're gonna be such a good mother, Chomi. And I didn't feel that at that point because I was like, but why isn't all these things that I've seen on TV happening? Why are we not connecting, dude? Like, what a guan, And this happened till 8 months. 8 months. Yeah. I don't have any. I have 2 pictures of myself pregnant. 2. One I took in my room and one I took outside at 7 months. 2. Because I was just like, no. I didn't want any pictures taken of me. I didn't want anything because I was like, I'm not going to act in front of a camera because I don't like this kid. I don't know what's going on with me. And at month 8, it's only when I started researching, but when's it going? Aren't we supposed to be bonding? Am I not supposed to be saying you are the love of my life and all of those things? And that's when I found out. I didn't find out at month 8 actually. I found out after birth. I think it was, what's her name? Ulut Love. When Lut Love spoke on Metro FM about prenatal depression, I was like, child, because I've only known about postnatal depression. I didn't know there was something called prenatal depression. And like I said, we're not talking about these things. Sharp, prenatal is out there because some moms resort to killing their kids and okanye abandoning their kids. Okanye families are just upset because mnani and you're just sitting there. So, people can see okay, kwenzeka ntoni. But kukho lo mntu ke ngoku apha. Sorry, English. There's someone in your tummy and you just like, and this is only happening when you're alone, because when you phakathi kwabantu, people are usually the ones that are talking over you. You can't even say, but it's always, oh, you and you just there like, so you start feeling embarrassed, you start feeling ashamed, and because you're not feeling all the emotions in the beginning. And this goes for dads too. You just like, sharp, okay, I'm gonna have a baby. Now, I'm not going to talk for deadbeat dads. No. I'm actually talking for ones that actually see it through and actually take care of the child after. Abanye, sorry. We're not even getting into that. So, again, those things happen and you just like, you don't know what's going on. And when I started looking into it, I saw that, okay, about 10 to 15% of women are affected by postnatal depression. And I was like, where's the statistics for prenatal? And I saw that women aren't talking about it because they feel like it's embarrassing. So that's why there aren't any actually stats about it. Sad. So and the thing with PND is it can last for years. It can last for years. You are filled with resentment. You are wishing you had no kids. And you are hitting rock bottom now because maybe the child's health is not good, or autism, and you like, I brought you onto this earth, I shouldn't have, and that's just what's happening, guys. Honestly, and I don't want to scare anyone that still wants to have kids, but I'm just saying, don't just look at the financial aspect, but emotionally as well. That's it. It's not just about money. It's not just about money. You can buy nappies, you can buy formula, you can buy clothes, you can buy everything. But that is just there. And you find parents like that where they will throw money at kids, but anything else, we're not doing. Trust fund babies. They talk about these things, but we don't talk. My mom and I just, So with and again, with all of this, even financial stress, you start having sleepless nights now. And now that baby's born and all of that, you start having sleepless nights. But what are we gonna do after this? And that's what I was having. But okay, the formula is not done yet. But when it's done, what am I gonna do? I'm on my, there are 4 nappies left. What am I gonna do? And I'm scared to talk to my mom because Galogo, mama, I fell pregnant. I'm supposed to be the one that can take care of this child. And you start resorting to selling your stuff because Galogo, you don't want anyone else to help you, but you also feel like, shucks, I shouldn't have given birth. And it's honestly such a sad feeling, guys. Honestly, it's something that I do not wish on anyone, not even on my worst enemy. You feel responsible for not being able to give Umdana a perfect life, or even if it's not perfect, but a life that Lena indikuyo currently. This is not what I wanted. I didn't want to work at Tontoni because my child is gonna get bare minimum. Get it? And I'm not gonna be able to give it because I'm the month end, type of thing, or nalapho sibali senti, and you feel really responsible. But shoot, and people looking out in are just like, oh, you're such a strong woman. You're single mother. Oh my God. And you don't see yourself as that. Instead of seeing yourself as a strong woman and independent and doing things for yourself and extraordinary, you just like, you lay awake thinking of all the things that you failed to do. I know I used to think about is no man like that Imi couldn't get. I had a bathtub for him, but I didn't have the bin. It's small things like the bin. Okay, those small plastics. Whenever I change his nappy, I put it in that young plastic nyana and throw it in the bin. I didn't have that, And for me, even though it's not really important for me, it was like being scared. I can go buy it and have it, At my baby shower, I had 6 people. 6 people, but they gave me so much. Honestly, they gave me a lot. It's little things. When my mom would say, we tengile in don, and you just like, no, anai malia, and I don't see the need for it. Not because and it's not that you don't see the need for it. Auna mali, and you try to now put other things in place so that ingavagali landau. Sorry to my non-Xhosa speaking subscribers. I'm sorry, but some parts, you must just catch. So, you try to put in place other things for the things that you really wanted. Guys, I wanted that pram where the kid looks at you. That 15,000 rand pram. I was like, whenever I fall pregnant, I want that one. I want to give birth in a private hospital, have breakfast in the morning. I gave birth. Also, that deserves a video on its own. That hospital. And after I gave birth, I sat in the waiting room with my baby, cold in my blood, and just the whole night till I got a bed the next day. It was understaffed. It was full that weekend. So those are the things that I hated, and I was like, Khanya, why, Joe, why, Akona, why? And that's what I was feeling, guys. Nina. Yeah. So regret is normal. Regret is very normal. We are just not talking about these things. It's normal to feel that way. But when they say go up but come back, please come back. Come back is the operative word. Come back. Because where you're feeling the way that you're feeling, but don't dwell on it. Don't stay there forever. There's no time period to this. It means one, and I still feel like I'm still doing the bare minimum for him. And I can't jump from one job to another because I need to find out if that job is stable, if that job has security, if that job has medical aid, and. Because now I'm not only thinking of Sikusam, but there's someone else now. You get it? So, guys, hey, and we regret because often, we are not prepared for such huge life changes that are part and parcel with having a kid. Look, now I'm talking about medical aid. I was not ready at all, because, and even so, luckily at the job I got, had all these benefits and medical aid and stuff. So I was glad because now I don't have to look for one, and it's just Pines Benzine. And a lot happened. I wanted to breastfeed Imi till he was at least 1. I wanted to stay with him for longer. But I gave birth and I started looking for a job. So at 3 months, I was like, okay, sharp, I got the job, and my sister had to take him. So now, do you see how more and more these things happen? My sister had to take my son and stay with him in Eisner. Now I'm at this job. My boobs are like going through the most because I'm so full of milk, and I'm crying every night. Ma, Khanya, look at what you got yourself into. Yeah, but I had no experience. Thank God for that job. I had no experience whatsoever. At the interview, I didn't have breast pads. Guys, do you see how much stuff I wanted but I didn't have? And all these things just added on to how I regretted having a child. I had no breast pads. So at the interview, I started leaking, and they asked, like, well, you have a child, and how old is your child? And 3 months, you just gave birth, and you're here looking for a job, It was sad. But luckily, my sister kept him for like a month or 2, and then till I settled in and got salary, and then he came back. And now you start looking for crashes, you start looking for nannies, and it's still a struggle till today. Indaba, you mtu that is looking after umdana or the crash, because the crash that he was previously burnt him. But that's not what I want to talk about. But all these things added, and just pakisha, and I would have these meltdowns. I would scream, I would shout, and I'd like, I'm tired. Those type of things that happen. Yo, guys. I remember, I would literally cry and say, I'm tired, I'm not sleeping, and apparently you guys aren't even helping me. Even they're not obliged to, but even after birth, because I had a 3rd-degree tear, and all the exhaustion and the pain, you don't even have the capacity to love, to adore, to take care of Mdana, because you are also going through a lot. You are not just going through physical pain, but emotionally. So, like I said, many parents struggle with the false image of what is portrayed in social media or TV about what parenthood is supposed to look like. Many parents, I was one of them, I thought it would be really cute, but the reality is, you get physically exhausted, mentally exhausted, and reality of physical and mental exhaustion is rarely publicized. Like I tetwa too, and there's a real taboo around admitting that you have made the wrong decision to become a parent. It consigns you to an endless existence of shelling out financially and emotionally with little or no return. Hey, yo. Honestly, I feel like some people are going to be scared to have kids. Guys, don't be scared. But save this video. Like this video. Add it to your liked videos. Share it with your friends. So that when you have a baby, just jot down certain things, And so you were then labeled as selfish, appalling, and cold-hearted, which then solidifies the unspoken rule that these topics are not to be mentioned publicly. But guys, I, Khanya Dunjana, am here to tell you that the dialogue needs to change. And you need to accept that this is normal. You are normal. Tell yourself, you are normal. You are normal. Right. You are just going through stuff. And I really feel like people around women that are pregnant need to also take these notes down. Really, no, honestly, because people expect you to be a superwoman. And one day I also want to have the chat about unsolicited advice. Stop that thing. Stop telling mothers what to do. Stop that thing. Stop right there. If your friend is pregnant or your cousin or whoever, stop right there. So tula, just support. And guys, book appointments when you come to see. Yeah, yeah. If you have any questions, please do ask. I'll also put my social media accounts if you'd like to DM me, and not ask in the comment section. But I really love if maybe you guys would interact. If you don't agree with certain things, please let me know. If you feel I didn't cover other things, let me know. Also, one more thing, please go to, I'll put her channel on the screen. Caring with Khanya Dunjana. She has a video on mental wellness apps. You can just watch that video and watch that video. It will really help. Just download 1 or 2 apps. She also speaks about journaling, meditating a lot, guys. Please go onto that video, watch, like, comment, subscribe. She is one of, for me, I feel like pioneer in mental wellness. So you could also talk to her. I hope she won't mind. Talk to her, and yeah, let's talk about these things. It's a reality. It's happening, and I feel like it starts with us. I started and created this YouTube channel to talk about things that are not often talked about, and also my experiences. So everything I did speak about here is coming from mna. I'm not talking for anyone, but mna. Ndikoile. I'm still going through stuff, So yeah. Also, another thing, thank you for those that have subscribed, even when I posted a video ages ago. Thank you very much. Please do continue liking, commenting, subscribing. I want to reach 1,000. And yeah, I'll try being consistent from now on. Thank you very much, guys. Love you.